Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games. Just checking in with you guys as I do every Friday. So, what's been going on this week in the world of Paul and in the world of Late Night Games? Well, let's start with the world of Late Night Games. So, for the past week, we've gotten our videos out relatively on time, with the exception of Knights of the Old Republic, which, due to processing time on as though it's the processing time on YouTube being out of whack, it ended up causing the video to take almost 9 hours after downloaded and completed to be released to you guys. So it wasn't released until like 11 o'clock Eastern time last night. I apologize. It was a little outside my control. I suppose I could have got the video up the day before and had that all out of the way, but it is what it is. Aside from that, Knights of the Old Republic did go very well this week. We finally made it down to the planet, but I'm not going to tell you any more. You gotta go check it out. Also, Vampire the Masquerade that came out. That hotel is probably the creepiest level I have ever played in a video game. I don't know about you guys, but the whole time I was like on the edge of my seat, jumping at everything, and I'm not normally a jumpy person. Noise-canceling headphones do help with the whole immersion into the atmosphere, but it was still quite terrifying. Shogun's been progressing as normally. In one episode, Dave's voice was a little out of whack, which I don't understand because we recorded 6 episodes at once. The settings were the same for all 6, but only the first had audio issues. The other 5 appear fine, or at least have appeared fine so far. That being said, not sure what happened there, but again, it is what it is. I can't really fix it. I did everything I could in post-editing to amplify him. Going forward, I will be keeping my audio track and his audio track as separate files, so that in the future we can adjust the levels accordingly. I've been doing that with a lot of my other videos lately as well, just to see how it works. With the console, I had always been recording audio in Audacity. That's a tongue twister. Audio in Audacity. I'd been recording the audio in Audacity and the video with my video capture software that my video capture card doesn't work with anything but its proprietary software. Kind of a mistake on my part picking that up without a little bit of further research, but it was the only one they had at Best Buy at the time, so it's what I got. It works great otherwise, except doesn't use alternate software. For any PC recording, I've been using XSplit, and since XSplit can pick up your microphone built into it, because it's meant for streaming as well, I haven't bothered with using an external mic recording software, but I'm noticing that the quality is a lot higher doing so. My Star Wars videos this week are both using that method. So you may notice a quality increase there, and if that's the case, that's what it is. That's what's changed, and I'm probably going to keep this going forward. It's not much more in the editing process, and it improves the quality of the end result quite dramatically. Another thing I got for you guys up today that was kind of a surprise, me and my brother played Guns of Icarus online, and we did 2 quick matches and recorded them and threw them up for you guys this morning. The actual process of getting into the game and getting into a match took us almost an hour. I've cut most of that out for you guys because the getting a team sorted and waiting in the queues was a lot of just hurry up and wait. Now, as a reminder, this will be the last weekly vlog we have for the month of March. We'll no longer be having a weekly vlog for the month of April. We will be having a daily vlog starting April 1st. No, this is not an April Fool's joke. This will be happening in honor of the Vlog Every Day in April, or VITA movement. I mentioned this briefly last week. Just wanted to remind you guys that starting on April 1st, which is Monday, you guys will be seeing my mug not just once a week, but every day, if you so choose to watch. That being said, I, throughout the entire month, will be open to your suggestions for things we can talk about, or anything random or different we can do that you guys would like to see. Any questions you have for me, I will be fielding questions. If I get enough questions, I want to do a weekly Q&A this month. If I don't, I might do a bi-weekly, and if I don't get any questions, well, then there won't be a Q&A, because there's no questions. Can't give answers if there is no questions asked. Jumping back to the month of April, however, although we will be doing Vlog Every Day in April, there are no local conventions during the month of April, so there won't be any convention coverage this month. Since there won't be any conventions coming up through the month, we're going to try to get a buffer put again on our games. I know I've said this for the past couple of weeks. I'm trying to rebuild a buffer. I haven't gotten it rebuilt. We got a Shogun buffer rebuilt, but nothing with everything else. I'm still getting the game done maybe the day before it's due up. Hopefully I can get things to slow down a little more in my day-to-day world, but it's been kind of busy. And as busy as it is, it's still not that exciting, so there isn't really that much to tell you guys about. Mind you, I did have an interesting experience last night, just going off the channel, just into the random world of me. Went out for pizza, can't remember what time at night. It was fairly late in the evening, but I went out for pizza because I was hungry, there was nothing in my house, I didn't feel like cooking, and at that time of night, pizza's really your only option. Went to pizza, chatted with a friend of mine who works at said pizzeria. Then on the way home, I'm going down the main downtown street in my city, and there are people getting out of bars everywhere. I mean, it was a Thursday night, today's a holiday. Put two and two together, you're going to end up with a lot of people wandering down the road. Now, I was kind of surprised because normally I just drive down the road and there's partiers on either side of the street and whatever. But last night, I had a whole bunch of people trying to flag me down. Some that were standing out on the curb with their thumbs in the air, and some that were trying to wave me down like hailing a taxi cab. Last I checked, my Malibu doesn't have a taxi thing on the roof of it saying, "Taxi, I will give you lifts." So I was kind of confused. I've never had people hailing me down as a taxi. If it was just one, I wouldn't have thought of anything, but it happened with every group I passed. So I'm thinking maybe the taxi companies last night were just really, really busy. Now, a lot of the people all were wearing similar shirts as well. So I don't know if there was some, unofficial university event. There are 2 universities in the city I live in. Well, not the city, the Tri-City I live in. It's 3 cities come in together. So there's 2 universities in those Tri-Cities and a college. So maybe there was some student event, I don't know. But everyone was wearing the same shirt. So there was obviously something grouped together. Back to my main point, however, by about the 4th group waving me over, I noticed that these guys, I was at a red light at the time, so I was stopped and able to actually pay more attention. The previous groups were just 2 or 3 people wandering around, going up and down the sidewalk, trying to flag me down. This was a group of 4 guys, looked about university age, early 20s. One of them had his shirt half torn off, so obviously these guys had a good night. Or a really bad one of the 2. But they flagged me down, and they're like, "Come on, man, just give us a ride, we just gotta go back up to the university." Now, you guys don't know the layout of my town, but where I was downtown Kitchener, I was heading the opposite direction of the universities, and it's about a 15-20 minute drive back to the other city. And I'm thinking, I've got nothing else I need to do. I was just gonna go home and eat my pizza anyways. So why not? These guys are stuck. They don't look that happy. It wasn't the warmest out, and these guys are just wearing t-shirts, as was everyone, but these guys were just wearing t-shirts. So I pull over, they hop in the car, we're driving on our way back to university, and they were actually a really nice group of guys. I mean, I didn't get any of their names or talk to them. I gave them my gamer tag, I think, for Xbox, however. So maybe I'll see them on Xbox, maybe not, I don't know. They seemed to be gamers. They asked if I was a gamer, and they were so thankful for the ride, and they gave me $40 for a 15-minute ride. Way more than I would have needed to cover the gas. In fact, they covered my gas and my pizza, and then some. Now, I'm not saying I did it for the money. I did it just because, you know what, I had the time. And it was kind of awesome, just picking up random people and driving. Now, I don't recommend everyone do this, especially smaller people or, in dangerous neighborhoods. But I'm a pretty big guy, and I don't really have as much to worry about when it's picking up a bunch of random teenagers. Well, I guess they're not teenagers. Random young men. Wow, that made me sound like I'm picking up male prostitutes. You know what I mean. So, it's not necessarily something that's always the safest idea to do, but it was kind of awesome meeting new people and helping some guys out. So that was my night last night. I did that while I was up. I had set Far Cry and Guns of Icarus to upload, and then went to go get my pizza, and it turned into an hour-long excursion with driving a couple of guys home and doing them a favor. Now, another thing I want to bring to you guys' attention is something I found online earlier this week. Actually, no, not this week. A couple weeks ago. But I watched it again this week, and it's just awesome. Watched is a loose term. It is on YouTube, so I'm going to post a link to the YouTube video down below. But it's an audio file. And it's an audio file of what sounds like 2 Italians in a barber salon cutting your hair. Now, when you're watching this, make sure you're wearing headphones. Stereo headphones, not mono headphones. Not that people actually have mono headphones nowadays, as far as I know, but stereo headphones, noise-canceling ones would be best, and it's a sound immersion, or ASMR 3D simulation for binaural. So you hear the sounds coming in either ear, depending on where these guys are located. It is such a surreal experience. So check it out, even if it's just to experience it, because it's kind of cool what they're doing now. And I'm seeing these things popping up a lot lately. Not sure why they're so popular now and haven't been in the past, but they are kind of awesome. Then again, it may not be that they're popular now. With YouTube's new setup, where once you watch a movie, it keeps recommending things similar to it, maybe they've always been popular, or now they're just popular from my YouTube. Never mind what I said about them being popular now. Either way, go check it out. It's worth checking out. It's worth seeing. So that's all that I have for today. So this is me signing out for the month of March. There will still be a video up tomorrow and Sunday, so it's not that you guys won't get any more content for the month, but this is the last time you'll see my mug. Come April, however, we will be chit-chatting a lot more often. Not for as long each time, but still a lot more often. And there may be some other little things. Maybe I'll do some Steam game giveaways. I don't know. I'm kind of doing this by the seat of my pants, so whatever happens, happens. But if you want to keep up with it, just keep watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.